If you feel burnt out, overwhelmed, anxious, you could be living too much in your masculine energy. This is the topic that I'm going to speak about today. I'm going to talk about what living in your masculine energy looks like and feels like, but most importantly, how to heal this as a woman. We have grown up, been raised in a culture that is mostly a patriarchal society that's all built on the masculine model of success and living. And we women need to educate ourselves about how to live more in our feminine energy. Not that we have to exclude the masculine, because it is within us and we require it, but not to live there, because what it has done to women is created all kinds of emotional problems, physical problems of burnout and Hashimoto's and thyroid and autoimmune diseases. And we don't want this for you. You were created to live an expansive, beautiful, fulfilling, pleasurable life. And so healing your masculine energy is the way to go about it. So let's get started. Now, I think one of the best ways to start this is to show you what living mostly in your masculine looks like and feels like. So if you're someone who feels the need to control everything in your life, then you are definitely living more in your masculine energy. Control of your children's lives, your finances, your whole household, your food that you eat, in your career, if everything just has to be so and you like to micromanage. This is not helpful to you. I'm sure it doesn't give you a sense of joy. It probably keeps you very high strung. This is not helpful to you. Another way you can see that you're living too much in your masculine is if you have sort of a perfectionist tendency. This was definitely me. I had to be perfect down to the level of I would not cook a recipe if I didn't have an ingredient that was supposed to be in a recipe. It's like, oh my God, the recipe is not going to be perfect. It's such a feeling of anxiety, and it's so not helpful to us. Another way is if you are a workaholic. If you're always trying to set goals and reach goals and get out of my way, everybody, and stop trying to demand things of me because I've got a business to run or I've got my job to do. If it feels like you can't stop working, this too, I understand this very, very well. I also want to talk about some other signs. If you feel guilty when you are doing nothing, when you are being, when you are just sitting in silence, when you're enjoying something like a cup of coffee or a tea or a lovely movie or a program, or you're just staring outside, or when you feel like you're doing nothing, you have a sense of guiltiness and you feel like you should get up and be doing something all the time. This too is you living in your masculine. And the other thing is when you are being aggressive, this is more of a masculine trait. When a woman is living in her feminine energy and she is what I call femininely confident, she knows that she can set boundaries, set limits, say what she wants, say what she needs, speak her truth in a non-aggressive way. Strong back, assuredness, but a soft front. So if you're overly aggressive, it means that you're living too much in your masculine. Okay, let's move on then to how do you heal this? Because you can see already, like I already have my heart pumping a little bit faster. These traits don't serve women. And we need to get back into connecting with our feminine energy. Our health will improve. Our emotional state will improve. Our relationships will improve. Our body and health and even the way we look will improve. Every single aspect of your life will improve when you heal your masculine energy and you start living from more of your feminine energy. So get your pen or pencil and let's write these things down. So the first way to heal your masculine is to actually become aware of the times when you are being in your masculine energy. So take some time after you watch this video to brainstorm, where in my life am I being aggressive? Or do I feel I have to be aggressive? Where in my life do I have a sense that I'm needing to be in control? Other people can't do it as good as me, so I better just take over so things don't go awry, you know? Where in your life, what area or areas of your life are like that? When do you feel guilty of not doing something? How many times have women told me of them sitting, enjoying themselves, and then realizing, oh my God, my husband's going to be home. I got to get up and start doing things so it looks like I haven't done nothing all day, even though you have, and you're just sitting down for a rest. This kind of a thing, we need to be aware of. So you need to become aware of the situations so that you can catch yourself. It's the catching of it and then making the choice to do the more feminine action. The second way is to actually learn ways to get back into your feminine. So what does that look like? Masculine energy is a lot up here in the head. They set goals. They strategize. They make plans. They're very strategic. They're constantly thinking. If you realize that you're thinking and all of it's up here, you need to find ways to get back into the feminine, which is in your body. Now, there are so many ways, but let me just go through a few. Walking is you getting back into your body. So go for a walk. Feel your emotions. I'm not saying stay in your emotions. I think a lot of people talk about women, feel your emotions, feel them, and then they just leave you like that. No, what I'm saying is feel the emotion, label the emotion, feel it, and then learn tools to move yourself through those. Now, I speak a lot about that in my Elegant Art to Feminine Confidence program. It's one of the main teachings of that program because it's so useful to women. But one of the things that you can do is another technique that gets you into your body. It is meditating. So feel the emotions and then meditate. Another one is to decide how you could attach to one of your senses. So putting on some music that pleases you, hearing, right? Make a beautiful tea or coffee. Enjoy a little pleasure, a piece of dark chocolate with a beautiful tea or coffee. Have a nice bath with essential oils or simply diffuse some essential oils. That works so well for women. So you see, it's coming back in the body and getting out of here. Just the fact that you would catch yourself and say, I'm in my head, I'm overthinking, I'm over controlling, I'm trying to strategize again, I'm trying to figure out the how. The moment you realize that and then you make the choice to come into your body by meditating, walking, having a bath, putting on some aromatherapy, that switch is the thing that's going to bring you from here to here, okay? One of the ways that I really lean into to heal me from my tendency in the past to live more in my masculine energy is to explore ways that I could slow down. This is an area that really takes you talking it out, brainstorming with people, journaling, meditating on and asking to receive solutions and options. You know, what I did earlier this year was to say, how could I take things off my plate? It could be many things. It could be hiring someone to help you with your cleaning, even if it's just once a month. That burden of not having to do the big, deep clean is freeing for women. It's asking for support often. Asking support from your children, from your spouse, from your extended family. What do you need? What kind of support could help you? And just really allow yourself to receive that support and slow down. How could you, even the fact of saying to yourself, I'm going to slow down walking. There's a joke in my family that Erin's stroll is a light jog for many people. I find it almost, I mean, like I feel like I'm not even moving if I'm walking slow sometimes. And so I have to constantly say to myself, and sometimes my husband will hold my hand and he'll say, slow down. We're not going anywhere. We're not in a rush. And I just have to tell myself that. Now, I've gotten so much better with this, but this is what I mean. Slow things down. Flow. All right? And the last way to heal your masculine energy that fits into this idea of flow is to surrender and let life unfold as it wants to. Now, this doesn't mean that you don't have any aspirations, but let me tell you something. Your aspirations come from divine inspiration. They come from within. If it came from the divine, it wants to be expressed. And for you to just keep listening for inspiration, the next step, the next person to contact, the next book to read, the next course to take, the next step to take, whatever it is, listen and allow those little nudges and guidance to move you in the direction of it. I think I mentioned in last week's video an interview by Ina Garten. She was saying that she never had any goals. And look how her life turned out. She said all she did was do something that she enjoyed and then did it really well, was curious and learned along the way how to do things better, how to even do things. And she moved like that. And then she also said something. She said, everyone's searching for happiness. And I think what people really need to realize is it's a lot simpler to be happy than you think. True, pure happiness is a beautiful cup of coffee in a lovely mug in the morning. It's eating a slice of grandma's apple pie with loved ones. That's happiness. So please redefine what happiness really is for you. Redefine how to be successful. For a woman, we do not have to plan and strategize as much as you think. We receive the inspiration, the desire, and then we will receive the guidance on how to move forward with it. Now, the thing that happens is we do need that masculine energy to actually take the action. That's what our masculine energy is for. So if you're wondering, well, how do I know how much to be in my masculine and how much to be in my feminine? Typically, for a woman to be fulfilled, happy, most empowered, she is living about 80% in her feminine energy and about 20% in her masculine. Okay, that's the balance. For everybody, it's the slight nuances, but you will feel such a profound difference if you know where you are on that scale. Okay, so the majority in the feminine, a little bit in that masculine. We need it. It's there for a purpose. That's how we were created. But living over there is going to cause you distress. It's going to cause sometimes dis-ease. It's going to cost you a life that doesn't feel happy, fulfilling, or authentic to who you really are. Okay, so I hope that helps you. If you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments below. This is a topic that really needs to be discussed over and over and over again for women, and I'm here to offer you all the support you need. On that note, make it an elegant feminine week,